All right, everyone. Let's discuss composite figures, but first we have to discuss what a hemisphere is. We already know the volume of a sphere, right? So here we want half the volume of a sphere, which would be 1/2. 4/3 pi radius cubed. Huh? 4/3. Because we want the sphere. Thank you for catching that. Um, so I'm doing half the volume of the actual sphere, 4/3 pi r cubed. So let's just do a little reduction, and we get the actual volume, which is for the hemisphere. I'll do it the calculator friendly version, 2 times pi radius cubed divided by 3. So that's what we're going to use to find a hemisphere's volume. It's literally just half the volume of a sphere. All right. So here we have a hemisphere. Its radius is, 6 inches? Let's find it in terms of pi, then use 3.14 to get the approximate one, okay? All right, so let's do volume. And it's going to be 2 times pi times 6 cubed, all of that divided by 3. And we want this answer in terms of pi. So we're going to simplify everything except including the dividing by 3 and leave pi. Okay, so it's calculator time. Let's see what we get. Bless you. So let's multiply that. And what do we get? 2 times 6 cubed, then divide that by 3. Close your Chromebook, please. But I want it in terms of pi first. That seems a little too big. 140. Oh, 140. I thought you said 440. Sorry. And that would be cubic inches. Billy, close the Chromebook, please. And now let's multiply that by 3.14 to replace the pi. And let's see what we get. So if we multiply 144 by 3.14, 452, rounding it to the nearest hundredth, 16 cubic inches. All right. New task. Our diameter is 10, and we want the hemisphere. So if the diameter is 10, we'll make that'll give us a radius of 5 feet. Okay. All righty. So same thing. We want to do 2 times pi 5 cubed. Divide that by 3. So we multiply the 2, the 5 cubed, and the 3. And that's going to give us
so it's 2 times pi, right?
Yeah, it's 2 times pi, but we're leaving pi the same as pi. We're going to give an answer in terms of pi. And it should be 83.3 repeating, right?
Yeah.
So I'll write it as 83 and 1/3. 83 and 1/3. That'll represent the 3 repeating, yes.
For the first one, the example 1, I would just divide the volume by 2 because that's
No. We already did. This formula, This formula gives us that.
Oh,
I mean, you could find the volume. In other words, leave that as 4 instead of 2. But when you divide 4 by 2, you get 2. Okay, pi, and that's cubic feet. Okay. And then, so let's multiply 83 and 1/3 by pi, which we're using 3.14. Okay, so let's make it 60.67. Okay. Cubic feet. All right, so that's a hemisphere. We're going to use that right away. I don't think we need to do a whole bunch of these. Maybe we'll just do 2. Today we're going to really focus in on composite figures, but most of the composite shapes we're going to do are going to be circular, like this one. It's like a snow cone. Okay? And we have all the dimensions we have. We have a hemisphere and a cone. And we'll just add them together. All right? You guys ready? Let's start with the hemisphere. Okay, so we'll just calculate it all the way through, round it to the nearest hundredth. We don't need to leave it in terms of pi. So let's get started. So we're going to take, oh, we need a radius. What's our radius? 8 inches. So for this volume, it's 2, bless you, pi radius cubed divided by 3. That's the formula for a hemisphere. Let's go ahead and figure this out. 2 times, I'm going to just put 3.14 since we're going to go straight to an approximate answer,
oh,
times 8 cubed, then divide that by 3. Okay? So you may want to just start 8 cubed, 8 times 8 times 8, times 3.14 times 2, then divide that by 3. And then this would give us an approximate answer.
535.89 inches.
535? Yeah. Yeah. I think it was 8 cubed sometime. So it's, you said 1,071.79, and that's cubic inches. And then we're going to do the cone. So it's real important to know the formulas. Volume for a cone is pi radius squared times the height of the cone, and then divided by 3. So since we want to go straight to the answer, it's going to be 3.14 times, the radius is still 8, times, what's our height? 14. And then divide that by 3. So just remember, 8 squared is what? 64?
Yeah.
So 3.14 times 64 times 14, divide by 3. We're going to add these. What does that give us? There we go. So now let's add these two, and we'll get the volume, the total volume. Could you repeat that again?
937.89.
If we add it, 900.
2,906. How?
The total volume.
Yeah.
Oh, total volume.
Yeah. We took the total volume after we get both of these.
I'm sorry. I think
I usually blame it on the fact that I haven't had my coffee yet. Okay, 2009.6. It was 60, right? But we'll leave it at 6 cubic inches. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. I forgot today's a short day. Why don't we cut it off here? I think we got enough practice, and I'll pass out the assignment in just a moment.